Okay, for you people out there in TV land, I'm going to run through this again. For you folks here in the library, you'll just have to bear with me. Okay, welcome to the New Braunfels Photographic Society October meeting. Okay, we have an online audience and we have people here in person. Okay, so I'd like to take a moment and recognize first newcomers here in the library. Ma'am, can you tell us who you are?
Yes, I'm Carol Hines. I have lived in the San Antonio area off and on forever. Most recently at Canyon Lake, but I just moved to Eden Hill. I've been members of photography clubs in other states, always enjoyed it and eager to get back to doing it.
Okay, Carol Hines.
Hines, H-I-N-E-S.
Okay, so could you stand up so that people that are on the internet can just stand up? Okay, that's Carol Hines, and she is a visitor tonight, and hopefully she'll become a member somewhere down the road. Okay, is there anyone online that's new?
I see a couple of names that I don't recognize. Mana and Bertha, welcome.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
Okay, let's see if we can adjust the volume.
Can't you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh, okay. I'm new.
welcome.
Thank you.
And who else we got? Anybody else?
We do have another guest. I don't know who just spoke though. So Mana and Bertha are guests tonight. So welcome to both of them.
Okay, well, like Holly said, welcome to both of you. Okay, we look forward to seeing you in the future. Okay, so since we got new people here, yeah, we do have social media sites where you can find us. I'm not going to pull each one of them up. If you go to our main webpage, if you go to our main webpage, there are links that will take you to our meetup site, our Facebook page, and our YouTube channel. Plus, we load the video from the meetings up on the YouTube channel. So if you miss a meeting, you can always catch it there.
Oh,
We need to approve the minutes for the last month's meeting. So I'm okay. Ralph moved that they be approved. Homer second that, and so the minutes are approved. We have the treasurer's report, and that will be given to us by Sharon, our treasurer.
Okay. We started the month of September with $2,322.34. We've got some interest, a small amount of interest. The only expense was for postcards that we hand out at events that gives information about the club. So our ending balance is $2,266.07. And there's nothing out, no checks outstanding or anything.
Okay, Sharon, thanks a lot. Okay. Okay, so for club business, did everybody get the email that I sent out letting you know we were going to address 2 items in the bylaws that need to be updated? Okay, good, because we're going to vote on it tonight. To let you know, the board has already voted as a board to approve the bylaws change and move it forward to the membership for vote. Okay, so the first item up for change, as you see right there in the blue writing, is word for word the way it is in the bylaws. And in the second paragraph, where you see the bottom sentence, the word "for" in red, that's what we're looking to change. We want to change the word 3 to 4. okay? So that we can add a director position. All righty? All right, so,
Can I ask a question?
pardon me?
I was just wondering what is giving rise to the need to add a director position?
We're adding the director position, because, we're moving into doing more, with less people. So we need to
Okay,
increase the size of the board.
okay,
Okay?
thank you.
All right. Okay, now, so the motion put forward to make that bylaws change, is there?
Motion.
Okay.
Accept the proposed changes.
Okay. And Ralph seconded. Well, I guess I should, make it clear because the secretary is on the Zoom. Daryl made the motion to approve it. Ralph, second the motion. So I'm gonna call for a vote, here in the library. All in favor, raise your hand. Any opposed? Okay, on the Zoom. All in favor?
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I think I'm in the wrong place. I thought it's the photography group. I'm a fan of photography, and I think
Can-
I'm in the wrong place. Thank you, and I'm gonna leave. Bye-bye.
Hang on for just a second, okay? The volume here is not very
a
loud,
photography
so we're having
group?
trouble hearing you.
Yes.
Um,
Yes, it is a photography club.
Oh,
no,
okay.
The laptop
Thank you.
volume's all
Sorry
right.
for interrupting.
Who's out there?
This is Mana. I said, I think she thinks
Yeah.
she's in the wrong.
Mana, ask your question again.
I said I thought I'm in the wrong place because I thought it is a photography class group. I'm a fan of photography and I wanted to learn something about photography. I don't know if I'm in the wrong place. Just let me know to leave the class.
Okay, this is a photography club meeting.
Uh-huh.
It's not a class.
Okay. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay, can everybody in the library hear now? Okay. All right, okay, in the Zoom meeting, all in favor, say aye. Any opposed? None opposed, so the motion for that bylaws change one carries.
Are we gonna be able to afford the extra salary for that extra director?
Yes, because you said you would write it into your will, okay? They have to wait a little while, okay, but just like I tell my grandkids when they ask for money, it's coming out of your inheritance. Okay, bylaws change number 2, okay? The first paragraph in blue is exactly the way it's written in the bylaws. What we did here is add a sentence, okay? And the sentence says, based on the needs of the society, the board may approve a one-time waiver of the 2 consecutive term rule, okay? Which would allow someone to hold a position for 3 years. Okay, and we would do that on a case-by-case basis when we needed to do that, okay? All right, so. Okay, Homer moved the motion. Is there a second? Ralph second the motion. Okay, so I'm gonna call for a vote. All in favor, in the library, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None? In the Zoom meeting?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Nope.
Okay, motion
I don't
carries.
know. I don't know.
Did someone have a question? No? Okay, all right, so moving on. Okay, so, and this next vote is just for the board members, okay? And we have 3 board members here, and how many board members do we have in the Zoom?
We have Sharon and Beverly, so 2 there,
Oh.
and Suzanne.
Okay, so we got 6 board members. Okay, all right. The board has a waiver prepared by Beverly to fill the secretary position for 1 additional year, so that we can plan this year to replace her next year. Okay, so I make that motion that we approve that waiver. I need a second.
Second.
Frank seconded that motion, and all in favor say aye. Aye. Okay, on the Zoom call, yeah, are there,
Aye.
okay, okay,
Aye.
great, motion carries. All right, that's good. Everything went well, because that brings us to the next point on the agenda, which is the 2023 Board of Directors slate. And had the vote not gone well tonight, we would have had to scrap this next slide and done something different. Okay, so this is your slate of officers for next year. Myself as president, Albert as vice president. Beverly will be doing a 3rd year as secretary. Frank is moving from a director position to treasurer position. Holly is going to stay on as social media director, and our 3 positions to fill for the directors at large is Carol Brooks, Suzanne Daunt, and Suzanne Packard. Okay. And is Carol on tonight?
Don't see her, no.
Okay, and Suzanne Daunt, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, when the slate came to us, we were told by the committee that you were willing to also fill in as secretary.
Yeah, I'll help out wherever the need arises.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
over the course of 2023, if you and Beverly could get together
Okay.
and maybe during 2023 be Beverly's backup, and
Yep.
then in 2024, hopefully move into that slot.
Sounds
that's-
good. Thank you.
Okay, great. All right. Any questions about the slate? We only have 2 Suzannes. If you find a 3rd one out there, when you find a 3rd one, invite them to the meeting. Okay.
It's not
Okay.
a common name.
Do what?
It's not a common name.
Okay, the search is on. Okay. I think I'm gonna change one of the monthly themes to Portrait of Suzanne. And y'all can go out and try to find them. All right. So
That's smart.
moving on to 2023 assignment themes. These are the themes that the board came up with out of the suggestions that were submitted to the board. Okay, so you have from today until whenever, but like for January, anything shot from today on, church related, I guess, is eligible for January. Okay. All right,
These.
Can I ask a question?
sure, go ahead.
What's guilty pleasure?
Okay, I
Is that when I
will,
binge? Is that when I binge on chocolate?
I just got
Yeah.
one comment on that, okay? By November, we may have a active, teen presence in our meetings, so we may have to make sure that's a G-rated thing.
I just wanted to let everyone know that all of these will be emailed to everyone in the club. They'll be posted on Facebook and updated on the website for easy access.
Great. Thanks, Holly. Okay. I feel like a radio talk show. Okay. All right. So, Christmas party is the next order of business. Okay. And the board decided to go with potluck, and we're gonna host the party at the senior center. And many thanks goes out to Ralph. He was out combing New Braunfels for a place to hold it, and he found a probably a really good spot. We pretty much will have the run of the place. So it'll be potluck. You may bring your own wine, no hard liquor, but wine is okay. And the volunteer coordinator to coordinate the potluck is Suzanne Packard. Okay. So here in the near future, Suzanne is going to send out an email to the membership to solicit what you intend to bring to the potluck. And with that said, we're going to need people to RSVP, and I'll put something together for a sign-up sheet for people that intend to come, and whether or not you intend to bring a +1. Okay? Yes. Date. Like always, the second Monday of the month. It's a Monday night. I do not have the date committed to memory, but the second Monday of December is our Christmas party. Pardon me? It is it's the normal club night.
Yes,
Yes,
and
well,
we'll still be sharing images.
yes. Okay. And there'll be more details coming out about the party as we hone in on the final details. So at the November meeting, we'll try to finalize everything so that we can just not have any worries when we get there. Okay,
So I believe it's going to be on the 12th of December.
true. Thanks. Okay, 2023 photos in Pembray. The board decided to still actively pursue participating in 2023, which would be in September of 2023. But we have to submit an application by the end of June of 2023, which means we have to have everything lined up prior to that and have commitment. So we're still working on it. There'll be more to come. You'll probably get your best update in January. But the agenda that was emailed to everyone over the weekend, there was a link to our 2019 Photos in Pembray event. And if you click on that link, it will take you to the Photos in Pembray website, and you can see pictures from the event. Okay, so you'll get an idea of the type of photos, the type of framing, and what went on. Okay, all righty. The Greater New Braunfels Art Council. Okay. Fall into Art is this weekend. We do not have a booth there. Okay, what I want to do is everybody, I would challenge everyone to go there and check it out. To see if you as a club won't have a booth there next year. Okay. From the previous times that we've participated, my experience has been that there are maybe 5 or 6 people that carry the load. Okay. It needs to be more like, a larger number, like 15 or so, come out for like 2 hours or something, and help spread the wealth. So we're not burning the same people out all the time. So if everyone would just, it's going on Saturday and Sunday. Friday night is a vendors event, but Saturday and Sunday it's there. Go by for a couple hours, check it out, because I'll be checking in with you over the course of the next few months to see if you want to participate as a vendor next year. Okay. Now, with that said, the council is looking for volunteers to help do things there, because obviously something of this magnitude doesn't come off very easily without volunteers. Okay. Now I emailed tonight before I left the house and came to the meeting. I emailed everyone a link that would take you to sign up Genie or Genius, to where it lists the different things that they need help with and the number of people required. But let me show you. I mean, here's the timetable for the events. All the vendors are going to be down there by the New Braunfels Harley Davidson shop. Okay. So the link that was in the email I sent everyone takes you to a page like this, and there's for everything that needs to be done. It tells you over in that last column on the right how many volunteers they need. And it's like, it looks like they're 2-hour shifts. Okay. So my wife and I will be out there sometime Saturday. I'm not sure which one my wife signed up for, so I'll have to she'll let me know when I get home. Oh, yes.
What is a vendor's load?
A vendor's load in is where the vendors come in and unpack their trailers, put up their tents, and put out their wares. That's a load in. At the end of the sign up, there'll probably be a vendor load out. I don't know.
So what would you be
Dir-
volunteer for that? What would you be doing?
Well, directing traffic, making sure, checking passes.
You can't imagine all the different, you got 50 vendors, you got 50 trucks loaded with stuff. And so you got to challenge the right place, the right time.
Yeah. What Daryl's telling the people here in the library is that the vendor load in is, as far as volunteers goes, mainly directing traffic and making sure that there's a nice flow to the different sites that everyone has to get to. And based on, I believe they had it broken down by time as well. Only certain number of vendors could come in at a certain time, and then they open it up to other vendors. Yeah. Pardon me? Yeah, the festival crew they need people at the front gate to take money. Okay. I would imagine the ladies would be sitting at the front, the front gate. They'll need people to take water around to volunteers. This is the first time it's been at the Harley Davidson. I know when it was into Green Village. Okay, like on Friday, I directed traffic with Ralph. And then Saturday and Sunday, we just pretty much manned our tent and went around and took pictures. But since we don't have a tent to man, I think, it wouldn't hurt if we helped out in some other areas, okay? So if any of you decide to go there, go to the website, volunteer for a couple hours, you get a chance to see Felicia, shake her hand, tell her what a marvelous job she's doing, and make sure she knows you from the Photographic Society, okay? This is their biggest money-raising event all year. And this is the thing that the money they raise from this event, they deal out to all the different organizations to help run their organizations and support the arts in New Braunfels. And case in point, we're getting $500 to help support the youth photography contest that we're going to do. So the council is donating $500, and well, the next slide breaks it down for you. Okay. The council's agreed to sponsor the youth photography contest again in 2023 with a $500 donation. This last week, the board approved a $500 donation for the photography contest. The president is the POC between the society and the Art Council. April 2023 is the month for the contest. So if you happen to have an old flyer from this year's contest, the dates will pretty much, well, the dates won't be exactly the same, but as far as the weeks those dates fell in, it'll be the same weeks in April. Okay, so let's see. And the board also approved to give membership to winners of the contest. And Carol Brooks volunteered to be the chairperson for the youth photography reach out for the society. So more moving there. Okay, the next slide I have, are there any questions about the Fall into Art? Okay, moving on. The next slide is interclub competition. Dennis?
Yeah, the deadline to get any pictures that you want to send, that you want the selection committee to look at, to send a PSA for the interclub competition is Saturday. So if you have a picture and you haven't sent it to me, you need to get it to me by Saturday. And the other thing that needs to happen is we need to come up with the selection committee. I'll have all the pictures, but I need to have a committee to send them to.
Okay, Dennis, right now I have two people for that committee, and it's Sandy and myself.
Okay.
I'll get you a third name by Friday.
Okay, well, and then I'll wait and see what happens by Saturday and Sunday. I'll send all the pictures out to the,
Okay,
the committee.
all righty. Okay. Okay, and PSA youth photo competition. Carol said she would head up that initiative, and she's not here tonight. So I will reach out to her to see if she's got an update, and if it's something that needs to be shared quickly, I'll send an email out to the entire club. And if it's something that can wait till the November meeting, we'll hold off. All right, calls for entries. We always have calls for entries for the New Braunfels Art League. Everybody knows where that website is at. So you can go there to look for the current calls for entry. A. Smith Gallery has calls for entries, their website. And I believe has A. Smith Gallery moved more to a online
Mhm,
exhibition?
mhm.
Okay, all right.
That's true.
So
I was wondering if anybody had entered stuff today at the art league. Open to any artists that wanted to enter work.
Daryl's asking if anybody entered anything at the art league today. It was the current call for entry is open to anybody
Oktoberfest, is that right? For Oktoberfest.
for Oktoberfest. And today's the only day to turn it in, right?
Pardon me?
Today was the only day to turn it
Only
in.
day.
Okay.
10 to 3, 10 to 2.
Anybody online enter anything? Okay,
No.
guess not. Okay. Okay. Okay, for open discussion, this is where we open the floor up to the membership to discuss anything that they'd like to discuss. So I'm gonna start with the folks here in the library. Anybody? Okay, anybody online? No, okay. Then the last thing I have is, as far as upcoming events. We have the, monthly, hey, I've lost the date. I thought I had it written down.
Is it Wednesday?
No, it was a Thursday. I'm looking for the wine and camera at Gramage. Yeah, it's a Thursday. 20th? Okay,
Whining.
all right. So the 20th at Gramage, okay, 5 to 7, okay, is wine and camera, okay. All the Canon shooters can come whine about their camera. And then on the 26th, we have our morning coffee at Panera Bread, 8 o'clock in the morning at Creekside. Okay. And I just want to ask, get a idea from folks. Would there be interest in doing the wine and camera twice a month? Doing the wine and camera twice a month?
I would be interested, but mainly because I haven't been able to go to the last few that you've had.
Okay.
And you're hitting my 3 favorite things, wine, cheese, and cameras, so.
Okay. All right. Okay. So maybe not November or December, maybe starting in January. Okay, because when we hit November, Thanksgiving week is gonna put a kink in everything. And then we move into Christmas. And I know Christmas gets busy. Yeah.
Now, at the wine and cheese, would that place be opposed to if somebody bought a laptop and wanted people to like look at this look at this image, kind of help me with it, or what do you think about it, or?
Okay, the question on the floor here in the library from Bill is, would Grammage have a problem with people bringing laptops to get some critiquing of their photos or help? And I'm just going to go out there and say, no, they wouldn't have a problem with it. Just like at Panera Bread. Okay, Panera Bread, bring an iPad with photos if you got questions. Bring a laptop with photos if you want, somebody to help you with it. Bring your camera to the wine and cheese, wine and camera, or the coffee if you've got questions about how to work your camera. Okay, the club is about people coming together that have a shared interest and sharing knowledge. Okay, all right. So, yeah, we would support that all the way. Yeah, Frank. I mean, Ralph.
When we go to Gourmand, there's 2 other coffee shops in town that might be more reasonable. They're pretty pricey.
Well, Grammage sells wine.
The basic term, they sell one.
Okay, you're going to send me the address. Okay, I'm not opposed to going somewhere else. Okay,
Just outside of the circle. Just a little ways past, that old bakery shop in town. Just a little further down.
you're talking about the wine to water? It's just down from the bakery. Yeah. And then there's the eatery that Cinderella runs.
Yeah, that's the basic term.
Oh, they're not open at night. They're only, the last time I was there to try to scope it out, they were only doing like breakfast and lunch. Okay. So if the hours have changed, I'm open to it because I've already been there once to scope it out. So, and it was for a get off work at 5 o'clock and swing by and get a glass of wine. Grammage is working for us. If somebody thinks of something else, I'm open to suggestion. Okay. And for those of you that probably didn't catch the other side of the conversation, Ralph was asking if there was a reason we couldn't go somewhere else. And we were discussing an option, okay, and we are not sure of the hours that they're open right now. So we'll look into it for everybody. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Were you raising your hand? Okay. Okay. Bill, bring your chair on over. Bill is going to be our guest speaker tonight, and he is going to give us his take on the photos for tonight. And then, so we're going to start with the assignment photos, which was doorknobs. Okay. And I'm going to move the microphone over here so Bill will be closer to the microphone. Careful. Now then, remember, each artist has about 2 minutes to tell us about your photo. If anybody has questions about the photo, feel free to ask it. We'll negotiate the process. So, okay,
Are we ready?
we're ready.
Hang
Are you ready?
We are ready.
Okay.
This is a doorknob by James Mosley. Oh, he's not here tonight?
He's not here? Okay,
Looks like a neat doorknob, though.
okay. We'll go ahead and give him a few
Gorgeous.
comments.
I gotta look at it.
Want to turn the lights down a little bit more?
Yeah, we'll turn the lights down a little bit more. And I will tell You gonna take care of that, Sandy? And I will tell everybody here in the library, the projector is not calibrated. So the photo looks better than it does up here on the screen. My suggestion to you is open up the Facebook page on your phone and cycle through the photos as we get to them. And you will see a better image on your phone than you will here on the screen.
Can you all hear me? Those people, Zoom people, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Can you all see the doorknob?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
they see what you see, Bill.
Okay. Looks like a pretty neat looking doorknob. The only thing I would have liked to have seen was maybe the keyhole a little bit more in focus. And maybe a little bit wider image to see what the doorknob maybe was connected to. Maybe a little bit. Not basically the whole door, just a little bit what it was connected to. That's pretty much all I got on that one.
Okay, so anybody else have any comments for James, Jim?
It's probably a little dark down here, down at the bottom too, probably a little darker, maybe could have brightened it up some.
Okay. All right,
Here we have an
hey,
antique.
hang on, Bill. Hey, Bill, hang on for just a second. Is Debbie here?
You have to come
Oh.
up to the mic.
Okay,
Oh,
Debbie?
I'm just gonna let you talk about
No,
it.
you can't, no, you do it, you do it, your photo.
Okay, well,
Debbie, you want to come over here to the microphone so people online can hear you? Come on over here.
you guys hear me?
Now, why don't you come over here? You already know what the photo is and what it looks like.
Basically, I like the antique door and I like the knob. It was just something different. And I just wanted to show enough of the door to know that you have a door. And then put the emphasis on the doorknob.
Okay,
That's
But-
kind
hey, online, can y'all hear Debbie?
Yes.
Yes.
Great, thanks, Debbie. All right, Bill, you're up.
Where was that done again?
Where was it?
Yeah, where was that?
It was at, the Mission Sand.
What?
Help me out, guys.
San Antonio?
Yeah,
The mission.
it's one of the missions, San.
Okay, Bill, come closer to the mic.
San Jose
Look-
or San Juan.
Look at it from this side. There you go.
Well, I think it's pretty cool photo. Like I said, she's got plenty of the door in there. Not bad.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah.
Here, have a seat.
Maybe I can
You can see it here.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, okay, then I can see. My eyes are not the greatest.
Now, I'm with you.
Mm-hmm. Now, on the computer, it looks pretty well lit. Not bad. Colors look okay. Nice bronzy, brown looking door, bronze on the doorknob and everything. Anybody else got anything?
Good depth of field.
Mhm.
Texture.
Yeah,
It's a nice texture, yeah.
yeah.
And the lines, I like the lines that intersect the knob itself, but it kind of replicates itself with the other lines. And the curvature of the carved piece beneath has that curvature of the knob itself. too.
Yeah.
So you've got repeated motif through there.
Yeah.
Make it act even alive.
Would it have been better if she would have see where the, what I want to say, the frame around the right below the doorknob and right above the doorknob? Would it have been better if they would have been straighter, or is it okay that they're kind of slanted up a little bit?
That's good.
Think it gives a little more
Well, I wasn't standing right in front of it. I
Uh.
took it kind of at an angle.
That was a good
So-
choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
More dynamic.
A little more dynamic being that slanted. Yeah,
If you have a slanted line, it gets a little more
a
activity.
little
than just
more
a regular horizontal line.
horizontal. Okay,
You got the life in
yeah,
the handle itself. At least that's my take on it.
yeah.
I just made it up, but
Anybody online have any comments? No?
I like the texture of the wood. I think that really adds to it.
Okay. All right, Beverly,
Okay. Well, actually, I had forgotten about the assignment until I was on vacation, and the only doorknob I could find was the doorknob on the room, on the door to our cabin. So I just snapped a picture just so I'd have something to put in.
Well, it's kind of interesting. Maybe just a little more light at the bottom. Would have kind of told us like a what kind of lock maybe it was.
Hmm.
You said this was a cabin?
Yeah, we were on a cruise ship, and that was
Oh,
the
okay.
doorknob to our room.
the shadow gives you a duplication of the upper handle. Yeah. That's about the.
It's a nice contemporary look to it
Mhm.
compared to the others.
okay,
Suzanne here?
yep, she's
Hi,
here.
yes, I'm here. Hi, I went to New Orleans and I knew of the doorknob category. And they have a lot of these courtyards. And so that's why I included the door, just because using the doorknob to enter the courtyard. I don't know. I don't know if it worked or not, but that's that was my thought behind it.
You kind of lost the doorknob in the picture. If you would zoomed in and got the doorknob, some of the door, maybe with the
Yeah.
number and a little bit of brick, would have been effective.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would have cropped into the doorknob a little bit more.
A little bit more. Okay.
Just the
I
doorknob,
probably could have, yeah,
probably the doorknob and the number and maybe the, what is that, a mail slot?
right. Yeah,
Would've
just
been
a
pretty
tight
cool.
crop.
Oh, that's nice. I don't think Sean is here.
Don't think Sean is here.
Okay, so just give me your 2 cents.
Okay, looks like an old doorknob. Some kind of door, or whatever. Looks pretty decent. Looks like an old brass type doorknob. The only thing is, I'm not a real big fan of the, I guess that'd be the wall over there that's kind of yellowish. I probably would have cropped that out. And probably a little bit tighter crop on the doorknob, not so much of the head up there at the top. And maybe just a little bit more light on the doorknob.
I concur.
Concur?
Okay,
Melissa here? Okay, this looks like old glass doorknobs. It's kind of hard to tell. I guess they were all just laying around in a pile somewhere.
Stacked together.
Stacked together, yes. Would have liked to have seen maybe her pick out just more of one of the nicer ones, maybe one or two.
I saw 80. 80, whoa. One.
Say what?
Say what?
One. That's the new person.
Okay.
ISO 80, is that your comment? That's what said ISO 80.
Okay.
Suzanne here, Suzanne, how you say her name? Don't?
Yeah, Suzanne, she's
I'm
here.
here.
Tell us about
So,
the
go ahead. What's the story? The story is, I've been in Canada for the last 3 months in kind of a remote place with no internet, which practically killed me. And I was debating over what to shoot. And then I just happened to be sitting in front of this door. I said, hey, there's a nice doorknob. So that is actually the entrance to, we call it Grandma's Cottage. It's actually my husband's mother's cottage. And it's on the Bruce Peninsula. If anybody wants to Google that, it's beautiful territory. The only thing I did, I cropped it because I can't shoot it anything and get it level, it seems. And I did a little bit on a stamping. There was a blemish in the wood that was a little distracting, so I just kind of wiped it out, and that's about it.
The only thing one of the things I would have done was try to, since this was doorknobs,
Mhm.
maybe you didn't know when you were shooting it at that time, but if the doorknob could have been a little brighter.
Okay, yeah, okay,
It's not quite the brightest thing in the image.
Well,
yeah, okay.
Yeah, bright in the dark image, but it's everything else is light. You might have got a little more details, that's about it.
Okay. I was debating over whether I should even, that bar that kind of comes across the door, if I should even have cropped that out or left it in.
That's good. It points to the knob.
Yeah, it's a good thing to have in there, I think.
Okay,
It definitely adds value.
I might darken that arrow up a little bit, actually, to make it match the knob.
Make it match the knob.
oh, the bar,
Yeah.
darken the bar, okay. Can you show me how to do that?
Thanks, Suzanne.
Thank you.
Oh, I wish Jerry was here.
He's not here.
Mhm.
Well, it looks like we have twin doorknobs. These actually look more like door handles than doorknobs. What I would have done probably is try to, well, of course, on the computer here, it's got a lot of detail at the bottom where you can't really hardly see it on the screen right there, but maybe brighten that up somewhere. Right below the bright area. Kind of brighten that up some or whatever. And I don't know, would you try to fix some of the strip going in between the two door handles?
No.
Try to clean that, or just leave that,
It is what it is.
you just leave that?
It's like art, you know, you change it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Parking it in the middle, just to emphasize those two handles.
It's in those two handles.
They're higher because they're warm, they can use sweets.
Mhm.
And they're definitely those two jump out. They're definitely brighter as it is.
Mhm.
You can always add your flavor to it.
Okay.
Oh, this one's mine. I went to Europe this summer and did not take my big camera on purpose and tried to be in the moment more. But I did happen to look for interesting doorknobs while I was over there. And this is kind of a knob and a handle together. And I love the patina on it. I thought it was really cool. So I tried to get a shot with my iPhone, and I did shoot raw, tried to challenge myself just a little bit. So it's just lightly edited. I just sharpened it up a little bit. So
It looks like it did a good job, that iPhone.
An image is an image, no matter what you shoot it with.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. I like the photo.
Anybody online have any feedback for Holly?
Was there the similar thing at the other end?
Yes. Yeah, and I did a couple different versions where I was right in front of it and it just looked boring.
Yeah,
It was kind of,
This is.
didn't have as much dimension and you couldn't see the wear, you know, and everything in Europe is so much older and we were in
Yeah.
Ghent, Belgium, and it was just a little side street. It wasn't even a special building. Which is pretty.
The detail.
Yeah.
Of the knob and the window.
So was the sun heating it, hitting the side, the doorknob?
Yeah.
Is that what I see? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the sunset, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I see. Okay. All right. All right.
There's your doorknob.
Ralph, you're up.
Okay, this is at the, there's a place in town. In New Braunfels, it's sort of a society where they have old houses. And I just saw this. It was an old shed, so you can see how well the shed was. It's kind of sagging, but it's a knob. And has the old closure. And, some detail, you got some texture in the wood. There you are.
The reflection in the knob is what makes that picture.
Yeah. Photographer.
I could tell that was Ralph's minute I look at it.
That'd be-
Mhm. Well, that shows good detail in the rust. And like I say, you got Ralph there in the reflection.
Interested in all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The wood's got enough grain in it. Mhm.
That was taken with the 1-inch crop sensor camera. Called a bridge camera. The bridge between a cell phone and a more professional camera.
How did they make a camera like that?
I'm not quite sure, but it's handy as the son of a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a 28 to 600 mil range.
Oh, that's the one, yeah.
Is Barbara?
Yes, Barbara's here.
All right.
Yeah.
Barbara?
So, I had remembered that some of the antique shops down in Green used to have doorknobs like in the shops, and we did find some doorknobs in the shops. But I wasn't real happy with them, so we were walking around. We're acting like tourists, look like real tourists, even though we live here. And that antique shop just down from Adobe, the one that usually has the great big wind chimes hanging down, has the nice wraparound porch. As we're walking up, my husband says, "There's your doorknob." So it to the left, there was a frame, and then the wall was white. So I really had, you know, it was distracting. So I tried to get just the door and the hardware, but you can kind of see it looks like they still use the key to open this door because there's some kind of little marks next to that keyhole. It looks like they've changed the screws a few times, but the patina, I love the patina. I love the wood. And so this is the one that we picked.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
faceplate for that doorknob is really, really excellent.
Yeah.
And the doorknob itself is good contrast.
Yeah. On the internet, it's got a lot of green where it's aged. It's a good photo. I like it.
Good patina.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Barbara.
That's good.
Shot the whole thing, just way it was in the camera, so. Rip the shutter.
Where was this?
Dubrovnik. in Croatia.
Of course.
Doesn't it look like it?
It does.
You can always tell if what wire comes down and curls around like.
Is there really a hole
C
there
for
for a
Croatia. Pardon me?
Is there really a hole there for the key?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's.
hole there.
I mean, if I can see in front.
Kind of knobby, but it's one that I found anyway.
Yeah. It's good liver now.
Really? Was it shot in Croatia?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, it's pretty cool. When were you there?
About a month ago.
Oh, well, okay.
World
Yeah.
travel.
Yeah, he's a world.
Yeah.
Probably the only thing I would have done with this photo was probably maybe cropped in a little more, took some off of the left. Yeah.
I think that bottom plate right below the glass there where it runs up to the plate of the,
Uh-huh.
I would darken that just a little bit.
Yes.
I would have taken off a lot of the stuff at the top.
Top, yeah, that's why I said
Really excessive up there.
cropping in, yeah.
Double thirds or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
All right, next.
Try to avoid rules.
All right. Okay.
And the winner is, oh, James Mosley. Congrats to James Mosley.
So there was a tie this month. Okay. And the tie was between James and Holly.
Ollie.
And sorry.
It's fine with me.
But all right.
Congratulations.
The result is shutting down in 12 minutes. The library will be closing in 27. If you need to get a library card, please come to the help desk at this time. Thank you.
So Sharon will email James his code for his $25 gift card. And we'll go from there. That's good. All right. So black and white.
Point it to him.
Daryl,
Oh,
Daryl, you want,
Point that speaker to you.
yeah.
Daryl, you want to critique the black and white for us?
Yes,
come on
yes,
over.
get over.
You can help there.
Don't give me a chance here to look at them.
Now, so, well, you've had all week to look at it.
Okay,
So,
Dennis.
Actually, that's not a doorknob, it's a door knocker. It was taken in San Gimignano in Italy, but I just liked the expression on him. He looked angry.
Yeah, they have a kind of proclivity toward faces in Italy when they have their door relationships there. And you did a good job on this with the lighting, I thought. And of course, the artistic nature of it would appeal to anybody.
Yeah. No, I liked it. That's why I took the picture.
Okay.
Artistic vignette, yeah, that's good.
Anybody else?
Yes, thanks, Ralph.
Anybody but Ralph? Anyone wants to say something? Okay,
Shot it with a good camera.
there's a doorknob. Jerry, are you
no,
on?
he's not here.
You're not on.
But you
Okay.
can
Well,
Say something for him.
it's certainly a departure from what I think everybody thinks about as a doorknob. But it is a knob and it is on a door and it is nicely composed. The delicacy with which you're handling that, it struck me when I first saw it. But yeah, you got nice, I think the nice use of the angle that you have on it. It works well. And you were not the one that had your hands on the knob, I don't imagine, so. Thanks for sending it. James is
He's
not
not-
on,
he's not.
he's not here either. Oh, that would have been nice to, because I had some questions about how do you, get to a position where you can take a picture like this. But obviously he did, And obviously he picked a beautiful moment for it with the fog and yeah, he rode all the way out there. Yeah. Okay. No, black and white was nice. And of course, cats, everybody loves.
Debbie's with us.
And Debbie is right here. All right. Lay it on us, Debbie.
Well, that's my cat. He'll be 22 years old in January.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Season loves to go out there. So I photograph him a lot when he's just out there sitting on the couch or the ground.
No, really.
I don't know if everybody heard her story about this, but 21-year-old cat has the best life out on the porch in the sun. Which sounds familiar.
Now, the only thing I'm noticing here in the picture, it looks like to me, is the eyes don't quite look black and white. Do they?
No,
So
Yeah.
how do I get that color out of the eye?
you just have to lighten it a little bit.
Lighten it?
It's chocolate, yeah, just lighten it a little bit. It's black and white. Unless you didn't desaturate it fully.
Okay, she,
But it looks more black and white here than
okay.
You convert it to black and white, or you go into something else.
I did, yes.
Right.
Okay, Ralph, what's going on here? Where are you?
This is in Miami, Florida. Yeah. It's in Maine. I'm at the beach in Maine. It's a lovely day. So, I need a be black and white and start this white fill the bill. You can see up front and back. So,
Yeah, I think Ralph is right. It fills the bill. Those rocks are just carry the whole picture. Everything,
the blue sky.
the only thing would have been more pebbly kind of sky or clouds, but that'd be the only thing missing if you want to continue this this setup throughout the bottom third of the picture.
I was able to make the sky a little more dominant by making the blue darker.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think it, of course, it matches the home there on the waves. Yeah, nice diagonal movement countered by the white, forgot what the name of that stuff is, but
Cumulus cloud.
yeah. Yeah, nice work.
Thank you.
The Model A, Model A. Old truck in, again, another remote area of the world. And converted to, it had a number of different colors on it, different kind of rusty features. And so I did a kind of a two-tone sort of thing, where you get a couple of different flavors there.
Well, I won't make you critique your own photo. I like the rule of third. I mean, you've got the rule of thirds here, okay? And the molding. You said that was an old car?
Model T truck,
Yeah, so.
Model A truck, excuse me.
So that's the molding there for the doors, it adds to it. The only the focus is really good. There's really no depth of field in this picture to worry about. Because you're not doing a close macro type shot to where it would be critical. And you shot at f4, so you got all the depth of field you need there. Was the patina in those colors there, is that the way it was, or did you use a technique in Photoshop to kind of smear it around?
No, that's the way the truck looked.
Okay, okay,
That's
yeah,
why I photographed it. It was so unique.
okay. I think the only thing I would suggest, okay, I mean, the picture is a really nice photo in the way that it brings memories to us old folks. The newer folks might go, well, what is that? But or the younger, not new folks, but younger folks. But the only thing I would suggest, if you had something to work with, I don't know if this is a crop, but if you had more photo to work with, I would straighten out the lines at the top so that they were even.
Yeah.
Okay. But you know, if that's the way it was shot, if that's the full 3:4 ratio, then you really don't have any more to work with. But I mean, it's a fine picture as is.
Thank you. But yeah, you're right. That frame up there's not the best
Okay.
part of it.
All right. Thanks, Daryl.
Sean has set himself up here as though we were looking, and that's a nice approach. As though we're really a part of the picture in a way. When you have somebody looking away like that, and the landscape. What can you do? It's
It
great.
was up on a mountain, looking out across the landscape.
Yeah.
I was talking to him about it.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's quite the adventurer.
he must be.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
He's had
that's,
a very varied and colorful life even as a young man.
huh,
Yeah.
okay. And Beverly,
She's here.
Yes.
explain this one to us.
Okay, this is in Quebec City. And it's actually the sculpture was white. You know, I converted the color to black and white just to fade out the trees that was behind it. So the sculpture showed better. But it's supposed to, I guess, show the history of Quebec City. You've got the boat on the bottom, I guess, for the French explorers, whatever. And then in the middle, you've got more of, I guess it'd be like a, I'm not really sure what era, but anyway, it's kind of the progression of the city. And I thought it was kind of interesting. It was different.
Yeah, it, now that you've described it, I can appreciate it a lot more. A strong historical aspect to it. And you've got it against a nice background. And that's great. So we can really see it. No, I don't have any recommendations for an improvement. Just, keep shooting.
Mhm.
Anybody else?
Okay, thanks, Beverly.
Thank you. Barbara?
She had to step away.
She stepped
She
away.
had to step away.
Okay. Well, Barbara, I'm sorry you stepped away because I was wondering where you found all these. We got a nice arrangement. Did you arrange them that way? Is what I was wondering, or whether you just stumbled on them and fired away. But the contrast between the black and the white really make the picture.
Seems like it's an antique shop situation, perhaps.
Yeah, that could be. Could
Has she
be.
stepped away for the entire night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
For stepping away.
No, not for stepping away, no. Melissa's not on board? She's floated off like on a spaceship or something. Okay. Unique. I'm not sure just quite know this water drops. It must be, can anybody here help us how that was done?
Let's say be on a sheet of glass, perhaps,
Uh-huh.
drops on the glass. Yeah.
But the drops,
Yeah.
how do you get that faceting and that, because
It's a reflection of something above it. It gives it.
Nah,
that
it's
faceted look.
probably a reflection of something below it.
Below it possibly.
Okay, so you set a sheet of glass. You take some glycerin. Okay, and drop it so that it kind of bubbles up like that instead of running out. Okay, and then when I looked at it, looking at the images inside the drops, I thought maybe this was a long exposure. And she took a pin light or something and just started waving it around under the bottom. But you never know. It could be strips of construction paper. And then she took a flash and flashed it one time. We've had examples of this many times, and even in some of our exhibitions. So there's lots of, I mean, we've seen the drops to where there was the American flag being reflected up in the drops, the Texas flag being reflected up in the drops. But if this is fun to do, and it looks like Melissa has kind of mastered the technique.
exactly, yeah.
If it's something people are interested in doing, we could put together a workshop and walk people through it if you're not sure you're familiar with how to do it. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
That would be really nice to do, Victor, if we could, since in 2023, one of our topics is abstract.
Okay, well, I'll see if we can't make that workshop happen at Ramage. There you go.
All right.
All righty, okay, okay, colors next, okay. Hey, Frank, come on over here.
Attention patrons. The library is closing in 12 minutes. The library computers are no longer available. If you have materials to check out or need to get a library card, please come to the help desk now.
Okay. All right. Okay, okay, Frank is our new critiquer, so Ralph. you're up.
Indeed, yes. This is from Maine. There's quite a few Amish where my son was living. And this fellow gave me permission to take pictures. And it's very, very quaint, of course. And the boy was barefoot. I was intrigued. So I just love that. Actually.
Colors are beautiful.
Yeah, great color.
Really.
Yep, colors are wonderful. I like the horses lead our eyes into the frame to see the people in the back. I think it's ironic, Amish life, you think of no electricity, no phones and so forth, and there's a power line in the back.
Yes.
And that's either irony or distraction, depending on your point of view, right, Ralph?
Yeah. I also thought that horse was sort of giving you looking back, just kind of looking, trying to get your attention to look back.
Well, and two, I noticed it looks like there's a metal wheel there,
It is, just a metal wheel, no rubber.
no tires, anything. Very nice photo. I like that there's some interest in the sky too. It's not just a plain old blue sky.
Yeah.
It took me hours to paint them.
Did you? Okay.
We've got an app for that.
Yeah. I did some dodging on the horses.
And-
Be quite so prominent.
And they're okay being photographed?
Yes, some of them, not
Some.
all.
Not all,
Yeah,
okay.
dogs.
Yeah,
So-
some are,
It's a case by case basis.
it is.
All
They
right,
would chase you with a pitchfork sometimes.
all right. Okay. Okay,
And Sean is here or not here?
he's not here,
Not
so,
here.
Just share your feedback.
This is, looks like an amazing place to be with little flowers there in the middle of nothing else growing around it.
It's a mountain scene again.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see any ocean there.
he was telling me about it.
Yeah, it just stands out that it looks
Yeah.
like there is nothing else alive around it, that these little flowers just found their way there and,
Yeah,
you know.
Ralph, when do you see Sean?
I had him over,
Oh, really?
yeah, had him bound to a chair and we talked.
Okay.
Yeah, I might have lightened up the
Oh, I'm
flowers
sorry.
just a little bit.
Okay.
Just to bring our eye closer. I mean, the blue pops, but I would have liked to have seen it a little lighter, but that's just me.
It seemed a little bit dark.
Listen,
She's not here.
not here. Okay. Beautiful. Love the abstractness of this. I love the colors, the ones in the front are clear and sharp and as we lose depth of field, it conveys depth to us. Very nice shot.
A repetition of shapes.
Yeah, pattern, yep.
She's used these buttons before, hasn't she? Past. My grandma's collection.
Okay.
Dennis?
These are just some ornamental door opener things on a double door in a building in the Forbidden City in Beijing.
I thought I recognized that. Been there.
It's a very nice photo. Very, we can't see the red here on the screen, but the red really pops out on the computer here. Very nice composition. The almost, first time I saw it, I thought, well, it's like a mirror image, but no, it isn't. There's
No.
enough of a difference in the little knobs up at the top to say these are two right next to each other.
Yeah, no, they're sort of twins right next to each other.
Have you been? Anybody else been to the Forbidden City?
I have.
Even though it was forbidden?
It was forbidden unless you pay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Barb?
She stepped away, right?
Okay, she stepped away. Very nice photo. I like the positioning of the knobs to give us a little more interest than just two standing next to each other and being dull. This gives us two different views. We've got a top view and a side view of it. And the little price tag there, I think, adds some character to this photo. Looks like we've got pretty good depth of field too.
Yeah. Good job on depth of field.
James, is James here?
Nope.
Very nice composition. I like the diagonals, make it a little, bring some dynamic to it. Looks like, I'm looking at it here, looks like the red might be a little overexposed. I know when, at least back in the film days.
You mean saturated?
Yeah,
Yeah.
saturated. Yeah, I'm still going to my film days. And when you overexpose red, you lose detail. But that was 100 years ago. So
You underexposed, you really bring the close.
Daryl.
An old door. Yeah. You know. It's a way to open the door. I'm not really positive because it's more of an antique. It's actually being used in this village in Italy, but there was nobody around to demonstrate just how to get that open. Yeah.
the wood, the beaten up wood and the beaten up latch, the rust, the different colors of rust really says this thing has been there for a long time. It really adds a lot of character to it. Very nice. I almost look like I'm probably, if I touch that thing, I'm going to get a splinter. Very nice.
No, it wasn't a big door. You know, it was a pretty average kind of door. The wood parts were, you know, like they were trying to defend what was ever interior, like a castle door.
Beverly?
Yep, she's here.
Okay, continuing with my vacation.
Royal
This
Mail.
was the mailbox in the La Chateau Frontenac Hotel in Quebec City. I just thought it was so, I mean, it was brass, so it's very shiny, and there was a lot of reflections because the lobby is huge with a lot of lights and a lot of different colors. And I just thought it was kind of interesting. Different type of mailbox.
Yeah, it's a fantastic hotel, one of the most expensive around.
Yeah,
So you said this was Quebec?
Quebec City.
Okay. A lot of French spoken?
Oh, yes, about French. Everything was in French. You found very little English written.
Yeah.
Very nice. I love that the reflections make such an abstract on that shiny brass all the way around. Just adds such interest to it. Probably the only thing I might have done, and maybe you thought about this, was to just square it up a little bit. The top is square, the bottom looks like it's at a bit of an angle. So it might be an imperfection in the mailbox. It might be just you were standing at an angle, but I'm just a big fan of symmetry and lines lining up. And
So Beverly, can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
Do you have a Lightroom?
I have a very old version of it.
Okay, otherwise I could show you an easy way to square that up perfectly.
You do it on Photoshop as well, with transform,
Yeah,
you pull that corner down.
yeah, but in my room, they've got an extraordinary method.
Yeah.
very nice photo.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Jerry is not here.
Right.
That is so interesting with that light coming through there.
Yeah.
Really, really gets my interest of, not that I would want to peek through the keyhole or anything, but I really want to take a look and see what's going on in there.
Exactly.
And then,
Light will do it every time.
yeah, nice texture on the rest of the knob and yeah, just very, very interesting. I saw, so he's got F16, which is, I think is what's giving us that little star pattern around that
Yeah.
light too.
Yeah. Looks like it.
Debbie,
Well,
You'll need to speak up or come closer because they couldn't hear you last time.
what?
You'll need to speak up or come closer to the microphone because they could not hear you last time.
Yeah, come on over here by the table.
Just a simple little picture. that
Keep
was
coming,
in-
keep coming, Debbie.
We're going into-
Debbie, keep coming, keep coming.
Don't be shy.
Okay.
Just sit down and talk.
Okay. I actually took that going into the zoo. I like squirrels and he just was there staring at me, so I had to take it.
looks like he stayed there and posed for you.
He did. I took several.
I like that he's on the one branch that's at a diagonal, curving a little bit. And so that brings a little action, a little tension to the composition, but looks very nice. Background is where the green is beautiful. I might have just that bright light on the right. I might have darkened that down just a
The
little
library
bit.
is now closed.
Just just a little distracting, but very nice photo.
The tilt of the head
Thank
is
you.
perfect.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so thank you very much, Frank.
Thank you.
I want to thank Bill, Daryl, and Frank for being our guest critiquers tonight. Next month, we'll reach out to somebody in the Zoom to do the critiques so that we can all experience the hot seat from time to time. Okay, November is textures. We are slowly running out of topics for 2022.
Is that gonna be on the website?
Yes, that's on the website. And your textures for the assignment photo is anything that was shot from 1 October 2021.
Like October 11th, I think. Yeah.
Okay, October 11th,
2021.
2021 to
Now.
now or next week. or the week after.
Not be shocked tomorrow.
What?
He's just messing with you.
Okay. So I want to remind everybody, we're coming to the end of the year. So be safe so that we can all make New Year's Day. Okay. I don't want to bring the meeting to an end yet. Anybody got anything that you want to talk about before we officially close the meeting? Anybody online have anything that you want to address?
Nope.
No? Okay. Well, then I would say for the folks that are here tonight, once we break up, if you could help by taking your chairs and stacking them over there in the thing, that will help us get out of here faster. And for those of you in Zoom land, thanks for tuning in and thanks for hanging in there. And we're gonna officially end the meeting right now. Suzanne, Don, are you still with us?
Yes.
Yes,
Would you do me a favor and is there some time I could call you tomorrow? I need to ask you a couple of questions.
Sure. Anytime.
Anytime? Okay.
Yep.
All right, sometime before noon then.
Okay, sounds good.